What is going on, guys? Collincdog here with the channel relaunch slash new Let's Play. And this game is Total War 3 Kingdoms. And it's the newest Total War game that is out right now. And the newest game that I have, that I want to do a Let's Play on. And so I thought this would be a great way to relaunch the channel. If you look back at some of my old videos, they were Total War, so kind of appropriate. But yeah, so this will be the channel relaunch slash new Let's Play. And before we get started here, I guess I'll just kind of go over the overview of like the system I'm using here. So right now I'm using a gaming laptop with an i7 7700 HQ, a 1050 Ti with 16 gigs of RAM. And you will see in this that the 1050 Ti is really starting to be limited. I bought it 2 years ago now, and the system's been great for me without recording, and it's been a 1080p just fine gaming system for me, everything I need. But with recording, it gets a little bit of a performance hit, and you'll see that here. So we're running in battles around 30 FPS, may drop below that, so I do apologize, but I still wanted to bring content that looks good with decent performance until I can upgrade my system probably in the next 6 months or so. And then also we're back here in the office in my house. That's my wife's stuff. And so you can see all of her crafting stuff like up there and right there and over there. So that's my backdrop for now. But anyways, besides the point, you're here for the Let's Play. So let's get into it. So I've done a few test Let's Plays. I'm still pretty new at the game. I have a good idea though. I wanted to get a good idea before I started doing a Let's Play. And I played Cao Cao. Sorry for any pronunciation issues I have on these names. I can say quite a few, like Liu Bei, Sun Jin. Yeah, I'm gonna go past those. Konglong, Meiting. So really what it came down to for me was what's gonna be a fun, entertaining series. And all of these are pretty entertaining and fun. As you can see, they have their own difficulties here. Already kind of listed for you to let you know. But the most fun, I've played Cao Cao, and I've played a test one on him. And I played a little while on Mei Ting. Now, this guy, I just like his outfit, so I almost chose him. But in my test game with this guy, I found it is the game. It is pretty hard, but it's a lot of fun. And I think we're going to have a lot of. I probably won about 10 turns, 15 turns, and just in that, I was having a lot of fun. There was a lot of interesting stuff happening. So if you do want a second Let's Play of a governor or someone in the coalition, or it's not really a coalition, it's the coalition, and then the outlaws here. So I'm going to play him.
China is people,
and
not its oppressive warlords.
They're going to be talking here.
Of the civilized Han,
but we do get some special units and stuff. We'll go over that when we get in. But you can see where we start here, top of the map, in the mountains. Let's go ahead and hit start.
Stark against the night. The tyrant Dong Zhuo wields the flames of destruction. Luo Yang burns. Chaos ignites as the power of the eunuchs is crushed. In the pyre, the Han falters. All this has happened before. History ebbs and flows. Imperial life means naught to Zhang Yan. It left him with nothing. For coin or for glory, the Black Mountain bandits will fight.
Oh yeah, we will.
China is in turmoil. The great empire of the Han,
So
stretching back
this
ages
guy
beyond
here, the
counting,
only problem
is
that I
being
saw with
devoured by corruption.
the beginning of the
Yellow
with the
turbans,
test is that
thousands
he is not
strong,
married and
began
has no
raising their
children.
banners in rebellion and
And getting married in
seizing
this game,
commanderies across the realm.
I have found is
In
kind of difficult.
response,
Um,
generals loyal to
it
the
is kind of
emperor
difficult. So
rose up
I'm
and
going
put
to
down the rebellion.
hopefully, I know you can capture people and bring them in, like you can capture other generals and bring them
Yet
into your
despite the victory, the chaos
into your
only
faction,
grew.
and then if we get a woman, then we can marry her and maybe have some children. This guy's like 30 something, late 30s. So we do want to get a child pretty quick. So here we go. So it already starts you out usually, at least with the 2 campaigns that I've played. It starts you out with like a battle and with your army close to a second or a province that you can take. So we're going to just go ahead and follow this because we get a battle, we get a province right out the gate. So I thought that would be a good way to go ahead and start this. So Lord Zhang Yan, the warlords of China have descended into civil war. Perhaps the time has come for you to descend from the mountains and make yourself known. Opportunity is found in chaos. You have the strength to seize it. So, yeah, this guy's a bandit. He's been hiding in the mountains, basically, just doing banditry things. And now he's like, you know what? The empire has fallen. All these crazy people are rising up, taking power, and non-crazies and whatever. People I can take advantage of. Let's do it. So this is the mission right here. The bandit seeks the enemy and strikes them down. Engage the enemy army. So even if we engage the enemy army and we win, we get plus 30 military supplies faction-wide for 3 turns, and plus 5 morale. You know, since we're going to be in another battle after this, why not? So we'll go ahead and select our army here. Now this game is a lot different from other Total Wars. This is not going to be a tutorial, so I'm not going to go into a whole lot. But you'll see me play here. So here's our general, our main man, our head dude, and yeah, he's a legendary champion, so he's a good dueler. Like it says, you can read as well. Legendary champions best used to engage enemy generals, however weaker against units. So he starts out here with some decent armor, 47. Got a horse that's 60 speed. And I think the mass has to do defines the weight of the unit, which determines how impactful a cavalry charge will be. There you go, answered for you. So we do have a heavy sword and axes. So armor piercing, melee damage in general is higher with the sword, but armor piercing we get better with the axes. So I'm going to rock axes right now. We've got his skill points here. We're looking at minus 50 attrition rate for military supply shortage. We get a plus 900% charge resistance. So honestly, this guy, generals are good to run around and fight other units. Just bash them up. But this guy, it's going to sound good to keep him behind our infantry to give him that charge resistance. And then as we'll progress on through our skills here. So he's stubborn. He's unbreakable. He's greedy. So increased penalty from desire from higher office. Doesn't matter because he's already the highest office. And plus 10% corruption. He is our highest dude. So if he corrupts and the game goes against me, which this is me essentially, then we're screwed. So, and as you can see, the campaign map, it is very large. It's not as large, I think, as some Total War games, but it is very large. And I hope eventually they'll add a Korea DLC, and then I'll just add even more stuff with more units and things. And I think that's where they're going to go with that, because that's why it's just all blanked out. I could even come down here and make like some in Vietnam area and Laos and all those. areas down there, they could make a few factions with unique units, which I think would be pretty cool. So we can move around the campaign as well. And I like keeping it about right there because that keeps China about how you would see it on a map. So we're gonna go with that. So let's go ahead and jump in here and get this battle started. So they're only deploying 61 men. This is probably, they're probably thinking, you know what, it's just bandits. Let's send a general and a few cav, wipe them out, no problem. Yeah, not gonna happen. So let's start it. So again, like I was talking about at the beginning, we may have a few dips of below 30 FPS. I do apologize for that. If it does get too bad, I'll play with some more settings and see if if I can enhance the FPS by lowering maybe some tree quality, grass quality. Have everything on medium except textures. Textures are ultra. That's what it recommends for my system. That's of course not recording, but we'll give it a shot here and see. I've tested, like I said, but you never know. Once you get in and actually just start playing as a normal and you're not testing, then it can be different. All right. So this is an ambush. So I think we have a higher, being a bandit, I think we have a higher chance of ambushes. So we can see our generals here. These guys are good for shot cavalry and heavy cavalry. He's a really low level. We are too, but that will increase as time goes. And I'm really going to try to get him to kill as many people as possible and duel generals as much as possible to get him higher experience. So let's start. I'm not even going to mess with anything. I'm just going to kind of charge in here. We'll just run down here. I'm going to have him. And no, we are not going to duel those two. But I will duel with him. So we got knocked off our horse there. Alright, so this is just going to kind of be just a cluster. But he does have 18 morale. I think that's one unit of cav routing. Second one's routing, so they are dead. So we'll go ahead and just move our guys back over here to cheer on our general. And let's go ahead and move this guy over here. So duels are pretty cool. I like them. I think they're awesome, personally. Oh, it says their cavalry's routing. Okay. Oh, there's still a unit right here fighting? Oh, no, they're routing. Okay. So yeah, I think dueling is really cool. I think if you're in a bad situation and they want to duel, you could possibly beat their general and then help your way through it. There, boom. He is dead. He is dead. So, I think it's a good thing for the game. And then that, like I said, also maybe helps you get out of a sticky situation if you have a good general. So that's just killed a general. You can see their kill counts here as well. Yeah, so that was a pretty easy battle. It doesn't look like we lost too much, maybe on the cavalry side of things. That's okay. We'll claim victory, and we will end the battle. And I think I just realized that I didn't change the difficulty before getting in here. So, we'll change that real quick. I think I can change that outside of the... I can change everything inside the campaign. Like, you don't have to start at very hard. Yes.
Our victory is proof of heaven's approval.
Cool. So we gained 420 gold from that. This is cool too. I haven't seen this. Now I haven't played Warhammer or Thrones of Britannia, but I haven't seen this where we can ransom the prisoners. I have seen that before. Seize their equipment. That looks new to me. And then replenishment. We can replenish our guys with their guys if they'll fight for us. So I usually do that because that gives us +2 replenishment. Plus 2%, and now I don't know how long that modifier lasts. But hey, it's an extra 2. So if we capture the lumberyard here, we get support of the people, +5 public order, and +5 faction support. or plus 25. And a bonus XP here for this guy. So he probably leveled up. Yep. So we've got skill points here that you can use to upgrade your generals. And I like this plus 25 campaign map movement, so I'm gonna go for that. But this right here gives us plus 5 replenishment when commanding. Awesome. And then 8 resolve. And each of these also have their own things. The higher each of these are, the better your general will be at the specific thing that helps. So authority gives you more unit morale and satisfaction. Less instinct gives you more melee damage and recruitment cost. So on and so forth. So the more resolve we get, the more health our general gets, and the more population growth. If he was in an administrative position, say we didn't want him in battles anymore, we could pull him off and make him... I think we can make our faction leader an administrator or something. I haven't done that yet, but if we were, that would help in that situation. So we're going to go ahead and apply that there. And let's check our difficulty settings. Okay. Yeah, very hard, very hard. Realism mode. Yeah, I don't get the tactical map anymore either. Okay. All right, so it wants us to go take this lumberyard, and we get the bonus here if we take it, and it's a lumberyard, so it'll help with money. Now we can see I could just delegate this, and then they'd be good, right? Because it shows us what we're gonna get, right? They predict a victory. Obviously, there's a chance that we won't win, but it shows you how more overpowered you are. Even though we have less men, we've got the generals, and then we've got the cavalry as well. So I think that's counting into that. So we'll just go ahead and start. I'll fight it myself. I'm talking really fast and trying to fit a lot into this first part, so I do apologize.
We shall know glory.
Now two things that I'm thinking of right now inside battles is I don't like using medium unit scale. I feel it's too small. It's only 80 men per unit with 20 per unit with cavalry. I really like to use ultra, which is 40 in cavalry, and I think 2 something or high 1s with the units. Now, with the way the system is running in the low FPS, I decided to go from ultra to large. So we're down to 120 per unit and 30 cavalry per unit. I still think that's just fine for me personally. But with this, I'm going to leave cavalry here. And like I said, okay, so that's the large. And then the second thing is this game, with the cheese it has with these generals, they can be so overpowered. In my test game, I was able just to use these 2 guys to take this entire settlement. You can rush the victory point. You can just... They have crazy charge bonus. You charge into one of these units, you kill like 5 dudes. So you can just keep charging them. With 2 of them, you're doing double the damage. I wish they would fix that. Like, your general... he or she can be in the center and maybe take 50% real fast, and the rest is the units or something. He can be capped at taking, or not even be able to take it by himself at all. He has to have a unit in there with him. My personal opinion, I think CA Creative Assembly should do that with this update, with the next update or updates to come with the game. But I'm going to try to avoid doing as much cheese like that. Now, using them in a battle on the field is different, because they're going to have generals and on the field, and if they suck, they suck. We'll go from there. So let's go ahead and start this here. So these towers, I don't have any archers right now. I don't have anything that could just bust through them. So what I'm thinking of is... I can't put these guys in loose formation yet. I don't know if they just can't, or if we don't have that ability. So we're just going to charge them, and we're going to charge our generals in as well. Our cav, we're going to hang back maybe for a few minutes, and then try maybe to help break through here in a minute, because these towers are very deadly. As you'll see here in a minute, they are going to hurt us very bad. And as you can see, even this one over here, so we're gonna have 3 towers shooting at us, and maybe they'll aim. They're really hard hitting against generals too. That's the bad thing. Is towers are generals' #1 enemy. It looks like we soaked up some of their fires. So watch this. Look at that. So that's also why I like using larger unit scales as well, because you do kill so many guys with these. So I think it's better to not try to cheese the whole system out here. Now they did take pretty significant damage. Here we go. We will charge into the backs of them here. Charge on them. Nice. Okay, let's pull them off here.
Move out quickly. Unleash fury. Our victory grows ever closer.
Let's nail them. Nice. They're retreating. So we want our generals to get most of those kills to level them up.
Stand by, axers. Strike.
Move on to their next unit.
Steel yourselves. Stand ready. Attack.
Bam.
Double time. Hurry. Move.
And if I can't go up on the unit scale, if we feel like it's going to be good enough to be able to do that, then we will. Because as you can see, it would help the AI a lot, I think. I may be wrong. It may have a way that it debuffs the generals if it's this low. But I'm not honestly sure. So he runs them down and kills them off so they don't come back. We're going to run out here with this general. He'll lead these guys in.
The time has come.
We'll run our cavalry in here in case we need them. I think they only had 3 units, and that was 2. I think the others were archers, but I haven't even seen them yet.
Attention. Move. Go, go, go.
Alright, we're going to side hit these guys. Nice. Now watch this though, these archers. One general could probably take down a whole unit of archers. Look at that. Like just standing there fighting? Maybe not. But just running these guys out and then just turn them back around for a nice charge. If he has enough room to, then yeah, it's pretty crazy. Tell this guy to run over here. Yep.
Look the enemy run. Craven.
Nice. Got the victory. I'm just gonna let it play out so we can get the kills here. Our generals. And just put it in 3 times speed and get it wrapped up pretty quick. I think that's how it works with generals with experience. I could be wrong, but if it is, we definitely want to do that, especially early on. So we will claim victory. We will end the battle. So yeah, those cities were pretty tough, sieging, especially when you get to like coal mines, iron mines. When I've watched YouTube videos, those seem to be a lot harder. We can get trebuchets here shortly, And those really come in handy, and I think they're overpowered as well. But they're the most expensive unit, so they need to be
Our
powerful.
faith was
Their upkeep
rewarded.
cost is 300-400 a turn, and you do not make very much in this game, unless you're pretty well expanded. So what's cool about these bandits too is we do get more money from looting, but you do lose the population, which hurts growth and earning more money essentially. So for my first settlements, I don't think I'm going to loot. I'm just going to occupy.
Only by growth will the word be spread.
So boom. Support completed. Awesome. Establishing order. We get more XP. He leveled up again. He's already at level 3. Your economy grows. Minus 20 construction cost. So construction, I think we need to do quite a bit. Well, we only have one province, so you can only construct one building at a time, like other Total Wars, in a province. So even though this lumberyard is separate from the city, I'll show you here. Here's the lumberyard. Here's the city, but you can see they have the same name, but they're separate, right? They're still one province. So it's, I guess, building per province that you can do, essentially. That's the best way I can explain it. But I was hoping this guy would level up, but he didn't. But our main man did here. So we're going to go ahead and get that plus 25 campaign map movement, which I think is awesome. Follower authority gives us morale. Only if the heir or faction leader. So plus 2 public order. It's pretty decent. Accessories right now. We only have 4 expertise. Plus 3 melee evasion. We'll take it. So we'll get more of those accessories and things as we go on in the campaign. But with the lumberyard, I could go ahead and upgrade it, and that would give us plus 30 more gold. So this is plus 40 if you upgrade it. And also, with this game, like a lot of old Total Wars, if you haven't played a new Total War game, then your retinue, or not your retinues, your garrisons are no longer what you want as far as recruiting. Now you can have a general, one general, let's say 6 units sitting in a, and by the way, generals are limited to 6 units per general. So you could have a general sitting in a settlement, and it has this garrison. If we click on it, it'll state this garrison here, and it'll tell you what it is. Each of those bubbles represents a unit. And then you have plus whatever your general has. But if you're off fighting battles, whatever, you don't have a general hanging back close by, this is what it's going to protect your city and what you can fight with. So these upper provinces here, I don't think they're going to be a problem. As far as protecting, so I'm not going to worry about the lumberyard right now. Oh, man. Could get a land registry office. Wow, schools are really good. Marketplace, why is it locked? Some of these are locked because we have to research things. This is highlighted. Is there a mission for that? To construct a building. Oh, it's wanting me to just construct, I guess. Okay. Also, I know this is not a tutorial, but if you're new to the game, you also have your court here with all these different positions that we will unlock as we go on and get bigger. Your family tree, again, not married. Dude's 38, so we got to get him someone. Worst comes to worst, we'll have to adopt someone and then try to marry them. You can see all the characters that are known right now. We also have the reform tree. You get a new reform every 5 turns after the first reform, which we get in 3 turns. Each unlock different things. You can read, like, this tree is responsible for philosophy and trade. This one's infrastructure and economy. This one's government reforms, military, and agricultural reforms. Now, military doesn't mean you're going to get military units. Again, each general is different, right? You can see these colors. These colors mean that they are, like, this guy's a champion, and you can read what a champion's good at. The red is a vanguard. You can read what a vanguard's good at. A strategist, you can read what he's good at. These are missile unit guys, right? So you have to kind of figure out where you want to go in the short term and long term, really, with your strategy as far as with reforms go. Because with this, you get really good food, and food is very important. In this game, you can make a lot of money off trading food to people, because people get very poor with food. But you can see even in the agricultural section, you can even get units as well from these reforms. So we have spear warriors. You can see what they do. I know you get another one here. We get the Azura dragons, and you can see what they do. They're an all-arounder, good against mounted, has ranged weapon, so they're bow, and they are melee infantry, which is really cool. So these guys are really good. The military, now I think you do get, you get units with the military section. But you also get different stat buffs, military supplies, things like that. Mostly cavalry I'm seeing over here. Yeah. Jade dragons. And then the reform section here is also probably going to be cavalry, if I have to guess. Yeah, so these are more light or medium cavalry, which are good as well. We'll kind of, when we actually start building our army, I'll kind of compare units. But they get the yellow dragon, which is some axe infantry. It is purple. So, no, that is, yeah, it's a purple one. So it's even over here. So, I think because purple tree kind of connects over here. Anyways, then the purple tree here. See where you can get some saber infantry. What else can you get? It shows which ones are units. Here we go. You get the pearl dragon. Good missile defense, blocks melee attacks. Roll assault. Here you get onyx dragons, which ranged power is 99. So it looks like those guys are really good. And then you can also get units even here. Earlier we get repeating crossbowmen, and then we get heavy repeating crossbowmen. So we're going to try to kind of figure out what we want to do with that when the time comes for that. You also have diplomacy with all the other nations. What's cool too is if you just scroll out, you can see the attitude, and you can change from wealth and things and ownership. So you can see our little domain up here. And then you can scroll back in. So that's kind of cool. You don't have to hit an option to see any of that. Yeah. All right, so let's end our first turn and kind of see what all happens. And then, but first I got to build a building. And it has this one highlighted, so I think it's wanting me to go with this. Post-battle loot income. Economic building construction cost reduced by 10%. Unique buildings that determine faction specialization. Doesn't really gain me money, and an inn does, but we're gonna go with it. Only takes 1 turn to construct. So, alright, let's end the turn. And we couldn't recruit units on that first turn, so that's why I didn't, if you were wondering. Growing pain. Mission issued. Recruit and maintain a total of 9 at the start of a new turn. And we get plus 10 replenishment rate, which will be good for, because when you do recruit units, they're not full. They have to replenish. It's like you're saying, hey, I need people for this unit who can help. And then it takes a little bit for that to happen. So we can see our city viewer here. I think these are nearby commanderies. Why does it have his name beside it? Oh, haha! Long moment. All right. So we can upgrade again a building. The second run of this gives us plus 10 income from looting settlements, plus 10 post-battle income, and again another minus 10%. So these buildings will be pretty good if we build them, and it might be good to build them now because we are about to go and loot places, and it is only one turn. So I'm going to build that, and then I'm going to recruit our army here. And start to, we don't have a lot of money just because I built that building, but we'll go ahead and start recruiting an army, and then we will move out from here and take a settlement. So I'm not going to add another general right now. Well, ranged units, I don't know if I should get them right now. I could run with 2 cavalry right now, but it's going to cost 338, but he comes with these 2. Yeah, let's go ahead and get him. Let's go ahead and get another general. So this is a strategist. Again, ranged units. Guy here, they can't duel. Strategist cannot duel one-on-one. He's 27. And he's only level 1, but we'll upgrade him as time goes. And also, there is going to be other characters that come around. Candidates. They'll pop up here, and we can recruit them. So if a level 4, level 3... and his stats are good and he looks good, then we'll consider him. So, we have those 2 units here. I think I'm going to add another infantry unit here. And this is what we're rolling with right now. We're rolling with G militia. Now, we do have some special units like the Black Mountain Marauders. They're really good. Again, they're expensive. 1,000 up front. And we're only making 830 a turn. So when we can get these, sure. But they're for a purple guy. I like to try to color coordinate because they get bonuses from those guys. So I'm going to keep with some green infantry. These, again, are Black Mountain Outlaws. They cost scare, they're anti-cavalry, they're guerrilla deployment, which is cool. So, you know, the little green square and the red square that you get to deploy in, these guys can actually go up almost to the red square. So if there was some woods or something you wanted to hide in that you couldn't at the beginning of the battle, you can with these guys. Pretty cool. But right now, I think I'm just going to add a unit here of these spear guards. But let's hit... toggle comparison. So with spear guards, I think it's saying that spear guards have, let's actually kind of lengthen this out here. And I don't know what each one of these are. Morale, melee charge, bonus, melee damage base, melee evasion, armor base. So I think it's going to be better. So these spear guys, I know they're more expensive, but they are better at basically everything. But I'm going to go ahead and just do the G militia or the G infantry. Another militia. Okay. And then I think that leaves us enough money to get one more archer band. Or archer militia. Cool. So, even after you recruit a unit like that, we can move out from here. But I'm going to wait, because you get better replenishment in a city. So I'm going to wait one turn, and then we will move out from here. So, we will end the turn. And then at the refresh of this turn, we're going to go ahead and cut this as episode 1. And while I have time, I may go ahead and do episode 2, maybe even 3, today, and then, but still comment, let me know. I might not, I may just spread them out over one episode a day. So let me know as well what you guys think I should do, if I should do an episode a day. So that way you guys can comment and help me out, or if I should try to, because it would be easier for me to get more content out if I could do a couple episodes at least while I'm not as busy. But please comment, subscribe, like if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it. Let me know so that way I can improve and get better. So thanks guys for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day.